we've talked to who's been inside that jail has mentioned the smell.
Yeah, conjuring up the smell in my mind is not very pleasant. It's a stench. It's a combination of stale food and body odor, and of course it's a jail, so they're not open windows and stagnant air. And even where I worked in a jail, I was in a courtroom, a more pleasant area of the jail, but you can smell it as soon as you walk into the waiting room.
What did Trump see when he went in there today?
What he likely saw, if he went in the normal way that clients would go in, you come in and there's a desk at the front. It's been a few years since I've been in there, but there's a desk at the front, and then you go through a more secure area behind, there was like bulletproof glass area, and that's when you start going through the doors that lock behind you. And so that's likely what he saw. If they took him through the waiting area, I'm assuming that the waiting area was clear today if he went through the front door. If he went through the front door, it's usually full of people there waiting on someone to come out or hoping to get information. And then you can go through a series of locked doors into the room where your mugshots are taken.
And we know he did take a mugshot. We had that confirmed from the sheriff that you mentioned earlier. Of course, the questions that are going to come as soon as this plane takes off with the former president on board is what the timeline of this looks like. And we've seen a flurry, a head-spinning amount of activity in that today, in the sense of one of the co-defendants was asking to have a speedy trial. The judge granted that, and they set a date of October 23rd. I mean, is that logistically possible?
I think that's logistically possible. It's going to be interesting to see the pull on the resources, because as I mentioned, you've got this YSL trial going on, and it's a it has been
interrupt you actually just for a moment, because we did get this mugshot of the former president of the United States. We're going to show it to our audience now. This is just a striking image to see the former president of the United States, who was just booked in the Fulton County Jail behind us. Questions remained even within his team as of this morning whether or not this